you realize that you're extremely fortunate to be living in a country where big opportunities occur every week? Today's America offers you enormous new investment prospects. However, you have to know how to identify and take full advantage of the unending flow of new opportunities. You don't need a lot of money to get started. Just get in, get your feet wet, and make some decisions.
William J. ONeil is one of the true great American success stories.
Let's talk about the dollar.
The legendary investor's entrepreneurial spirit led him to develop his own unique method of stock picking and launch his own companies to help investors improve their portfolio performance. William ONeil's story begins in 1933 on the southern plains of Oklahoma. ONeil's childhood was shaped by the economic hardships caused by the Great Depression and Dust Bowl. These formative experiences gave him a strong sense of financial discipline and work ethic. He took one of his first jobs as a newspaper delivery boy to contribute to his family.
I was an only child, and people say, well, they all get spoiled. Well, I don't ever remember getting spoiled myself. I had to work and I had jobs when I was in school.
He attended Southern Methodist University and graduated with a degree in business in 1955. After finishing college, he served in the Air Force and made his first stock purchase.
I bought my first stock when I was in the Air Force, and that was 5 shares of Procter & Gamble. I was just learning.
ONeil's fascination with business and stocks cemented him on his career path to becoming a stockbroker. But ONeil didn't begin his trading career on Wall Street. Instead, he bucked tradition and headed west.
I wanted to come to LA because I thought that's where a lot of the future would be.
He joined Hayden Stone and Company in 1958.
I started as a broker and not knowing anyone and having no accounts and right from the very bottom. The one thing that helped me, I think, the most is that I would always look for, well, who's really doing great in this field?
One of the most influential figures in ONeil's career was mutual fund pioneer Jack Dreyfus. The Dreyfus Fund was one of the best performing portfolios at the time. ONeil decided to take a closer look at their success.
Naturally, I'm curious, well, what the heck is he doing that others aren't doing? And I sent away for several prospectus, a bunch of quarterly reports. And I concluded, well, gee, these guys are chartists.
ONeil's discovery strengthened his view that robust data analytics was the key to investing success. He was one of the first to modernize quantitative analysis by using computers to evaluate and screen stock data. The first machine he purchased was from the newly formed National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
He really had a great way of blending quantitative work with human intuition and observation.
He would say, let the market tell you if you're right. And it doesn't matter what your opinion is, the market is always right.
His data-driven focus and natural ability for finding great stocks soon led to success. He had 3 winners starting in 1962 with Chrysler and a short play on Corvette's discount department stores. A year later, he managed one of his biggest trades with Syntex, an early producer of the birth control pill. In a little over a year, he was able to turn $5,000 worth of investments into more than $200,000 of profits.
What really set Bill apart was his ability to set aside his emotions and really just focus on the stock action and the data.
From this success, ONeil was able to start his own firm, William ONeil and Company, in 1963. The office developed the first computerized daily securities database and sold its research to institutional investors.
His brilliance was in his narrow focus. He learned from observance that some of the better funds that would be managed were concentrated portfolios.
In 1964, at the age of 30, ONeil became the youngest person to purchase a seat on the New York Stock Exchange. He then set out to create a series of research products to support his institutional clients.
The first product I created was a chart that has all the price and volume, but it has all the fundamentals, the sales, the earnings, the return on equity. I put it all in one place where you could look at one and see all these variables. Nobody else had done it that way.
In the early 1960s, he furthered his study of what made stocks successful. In his landmark study, ONeil uncovered key qualities of the biggest market winners of the past. These became the basis for the CAN-SLIM investing system.
Each letter in the acronym CAN-SLIM represents one of the 7 key characteristics present in the greatest winning stocks just before they made their huge price gains.
He would hit a stock and then analyze, okay, where did I enter it? How did I find it? How did I hold it? Did I sell it right? And so he was always self-analyzing everything he was doing.
His empirical analysis into the biggest winning stocks blended technical and fundamental principles that challenged traditional investing beliefs.
Bill really merged the two because he saw value to both. He looked at the fundamental analysis as something that was essential for picking good companies, but he looked at the technical analysis as something that allowed the right timing to get into those stocks.
He looked at where the money was flowing. He always seemed to be able to find that winning stock on every market cycle.
His instruction not only included how to buy stocks at the right time, but also proper sell rules to protect profits and manage risk in the market.
By taking into account the fundamentals, the technicals, and the general market action, he really had an approach which put the odds in your favor of winning.
Building on the principles of CAN-SLIM and data science, ONeil launched Daily Graphs, the precursor to MarketSmith, in 1972. Almost a decade later, he started Investors Daily, which became Investors Business Daily. It was the first national business newspaper to compete successfully with the Wall Street Journal and fill the information gap that existed for the individual investor and business community.
We write about the trends, people, equipment, and software that are revolutionizing the way we all do business.
His work ethic was 100%. He did work 7 days a week. We had an office in the backyard. He had a ticker tape along the back wall. He was fully engaged with his companies and the stock market.
ONeil built on the educational aspect of investing with his book How to Make Money in Stocks in 1988. It quickly became a bestseller and has sold more than 4 million copies worldwide since publication.
I think deep down, he wanted to share because he started in such a modest environment with modest means and he built it himself. I think he just wanted to see everyone better themselves if they wanted to do the work.
The ONeil family of companies has grown into a global brand with 12 companies across 3 continents. Each of these is embedded with ONeil's sense of discipline and passion for data-driven results in the stock market.
He had a big sense of gratitude for what the stock market did for him. And his philosophy was, this could happen to anyone willing to put in the work.
He's one of the only traders who've survived decades and decades of the ups and downs in the market. He's living proof of the incredible success that you can have investing in the market if you're disciplined and have a sound system.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching Investors Business Daily on YouTube. If you want to watch more videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing.